Just a taste, because I actually want to see what I want to see what it tastes like. Oh my god. Hello and welcome to Gabe in the Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a very simple but delicious snickerdoodle cookie. Now, of course, on this channel, nothing is ever normal. So we've got a very unique spice mix. Well, it's a festive spice mix. There's nothing unique about it, but it is unique to a snickerdoodle because I haven't seen anyone use this spice mix on their recipe. Today we're going to do it on this channel. Let's do it. Now, of course, make sure your oven is preheating to 180 degrees Celsius. Fan. If you don't have a fan oven, you might want to go about 185, 190. And if you're in America, I think it's 375 degrees Fahrenheit, but I could be wrong. No, it is 375 Fahrenheit. Anyway, and so we've got here mixed spices. Mixed spices is basically cinnamon, ginger, coriander, a bunch more, nutmeg in there, and then we've got some extra ginger, we've got some baking soda, we've got some cream of tartar. That is essential to this recipe. You need your cream of tartar, and I think on the side we've got some extra cinnamon just to get in there. But yeah, I did try and leave it all separate so I can point them out, but it's all mixed up there for us. So this is our festive spice. Now your cookie won't taste spicy, it's just going to really elevate those flavors. And if you've had anything festive, this is the season for it. This is that flavor that's in everything. So add that to your dry mix, give it a whiz just to make sure everything is stirred beautifully. Oh yeah, and there's salt in there. I don't know if I mentioned, but there's salt. I'm using fine sea salt. And that is all the mixing we're gonna have to do. The rest is done on a stand mix, or if you have a hand whisk, you can use that, or you can just do it in a big bowl. That is fine. But creaming butter and sugar by hand is just too much effort for Gabe in the kitchen. Let's use our stand mix. So literally with our paddle attachment, I think that's the one. Softened butter, so it gives. It's not solid. It's not hard. I've got a 50-50 ratio of butter and shortening. Butter for flavor, shortening for structure. Softened butter in, and in our sugar, we've got brown sugar, fruited sugar. Again, the brown sugar adds depth and spread and chewiness. Love that. And then the white sugar just adds more sweetness. We don't want it to basically be too much brown sugar because we don't want too much chew, too much spread. But that's why we use the white sugar, just to be sweet, just to be sweet. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm feeling energetic, guys. I don't know. I feel I'm full of energy. I've been doing some intermittent fasting, reading up on the benefits, and I feel great. I feel fine. And then we're just gonna cream those together. Simple as that. Get these away from the edges. Now with brown sugar, it's a bit difficult to tell when it's creamed and white and pale, because you're not going to get white and pale, but you can kind of see the texture for one getting fluffy. And you can kind of see it get pale as well, because this is not what it started with. Started as, I should say. So I'll put that back, and I'll give it about maybe an extra minute. Just why not? Why not? Now it's time to add our egg. Our baby chicken. I'm gonna crack it into a separate bowl. Only because, guys, did you see that perfect crack? Look at that. Look at that. It is a perfect crack. You can put it back together and no one would know. Beautiful. And of course, vanilla bean extract. 1 teaspoon straight into the egg. If you're feeling a bit more vanilla-y, please go ahead and add 2 teaspoons if you wish. But remember, your batch is 12 for this one. It might be a bit overpowering. We want the cinnamon to shine. Then I'm gonna pre-beat this just to make life easier for our mixer. Of course, this is optional. You do not have to do this. This is for you ASMR loving people out there. Now, half at a time, I'm gonna pour and beat till it incorporates. Add the other half. Well, add another half.
Cookies in the oven glowing golden light.
Right in there.
Goes the timer, I'm on the edge. Will they burn? Will they rise? It's a baker's pledge.
Now I'm actually gonna add my dry mix into here. So rather than fold it in, I'm gonna add it to the stand mix on the lowest and then let that incorporate. The reason is this is gonna, yes, it's gonna develop a little bit of gluten, but that is not a bad thing. Apparently, if you want chewy, that's the way to get more chewy. Get some of the, a little bit of gluten in there. We don't want it bready, of course, but you know, a little bit of gluten won't hurt. So yeah, let that mix in there. And then I'll add the other half. Ah, it smells beautiful. And beautiful. I'm just gonna now manually mix everything. This is basically it. See how quick and easy that was? You can whip it up in no time. Anyway, we're gonna take this to the table and we're gonna cook. And that's the other thing as well. That's the other beauty about this this recipe. Unlike traditional cookie doughs that need to be chilled, this one does not need to be chilled. You can chill it, of course, if you wanna get a bigger dome on your bakes. You can chill it, but it is not necessary. Woo! I'm getting bits of batter just flying everywhere. Those are gonna be some good snickerdoodles. My goodness. That flavor is incredible. Why do we wait till Christmas to do this stuff? Why? I don't know. Anyway, let's get them into bowls. Oh, in here, I've got my sugar and more cinnamon, because we want the cinnamon flavor to be front and center. Just gonna give that a mix. Of course, full list of ingredients in the description. Okay, so all that I said about not needing to chill, my dough needs to chill. Look at this. Yeah, I'll give it about 5-10 minutes. So I put it in the fridge for about 2 minutes and I changed my mind. I'm like, you know what? Maybe let me portion them out into bowls in portions first, and then put it in the fridge and then shape it into balls later. It would make my life so much easier. So I'm going to take about a teaspoon and a half. It's gonna get super messy, super sticky, but hey, it is what it is. I am pretty certain that this needs to chill for a lot longer than I anticipated, but it is quite all right, man. If you've watched this far and you're enjoying it go wrong, is my mic on? It is. You're enjoying it go wrong? Why don't you give it a, give it a like and subscribe? There'll be more of these, I promise you that. More experiments, more fails, more successes. Who knows? Right, now I'll put this in the fridge and then hopefully it gains enough form to roll and then dust with our cinnamon sugar. Okay, we are back. I'm gonna get a plate. A plate will make it a lot easier to put my the cinnamon sugar on. There we go. That's much better. Okay, these have been in the fridge. They seem a lot firmer. Yeah, boy, look at that. See, that's what we're looking for. Huh. Thought these were supposed to be there's no need to put it in the fridge. They can bake straight away. That's the kind of promises we've been told, right? Not true. Oh yeah. You want to get these come closer. Let me show you. Yeah. So the only mistake we made was not putting it in the fridge. That's literally it. Roll it. And then put your sugar on top. That's how it holds a bit more cinnamon. I find that the cinnamon particles are a little bit smaller than the sugar. So when you put the sugar, when you roll it, it doesn't pick up as much cinnamon, which is a no-no.
I'm stirring up up trouble in a mixing bowl.
We have just about enough. That is a wild coincidence. How do we have just about enough sugar? My God, this experiment is going well. It's going well. I wonder what it's going. Oh my God, I can't wait. The batter tastes incredible, like incredible. Right, now let's bake these for about 10 minutes, 9 to 10 minutes.
Get enough, warm and wild, yeah, it's more than love. Snickerdoodle chaos, it's a sweet combust. 12 tiny storms.
And as most of you would have guessed, there was not enough room for them to spread independently, so they are touching their buddies. Oh man. Take them out when they're due. Put this back nicely. And let them cool in the baking tray. Move this out the way. Yeah, so how you know it's done is when you see the edges are starting to set. That's how you know it's done. So take them out and leave them here for 2 minutes, and then we'll take them off. I'm gonna shape them with a ring afterwards, but yeah, they are smelling gorgeous.
Spice sugar rush, can't get enough. Warm and wild, yeah, it's more than love.
I will say, the reason this is spread so much is because we're using brown sugar. But yeah, come on, brown sugar has the flavor and the chew. Of course, we're gonna use brown sugar. But yeah, if you don't like it this spread out, just don't use brown sugar or use less. Ta-da! And there you have it, my delicious. You saw it here first. Festive snickerdoodles. They're already festive, but now they're like really festive because we have added all those festive spices. Now I'm gonna give this a taste because I actually want to see what I want to see what it tastes like. Oh my God, how do I describe this taste? Like a sugar cookie, spiced, chewy in the middle, bit of shortbread flavor going on. That is incredible. The spices are nowhere near overpowering. This is absolutely spot on. Highly recommend you try this version of a snickerdoodle. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff if you want to. And I'll see you in the next one for more like this, where we experiment and we always modify our stuff. Bye.